am I?
Welcome back from the dead, Revenant.
Who are you people?
I am Sardok, advisor to the warlord Tendrick.
I am Lord Tendrick. You are in Misthaven, on the island of Aquilan.
Aquilan?
Try not to think too hard. Your memory will return to you in time.
Who am I? I cannot remember my name.
Of course not. You are a Revenant. We have chosen a new name for you. You are Locke de Averum, bonded servant of the House of Averum.
Locke? Why have you brought me here?
Sardok has convinced me that you have certain qualities that will allow you to serve me in a very special way.
Serve you?
Yes. A few years ago, the followers of a strange new religion began to travel to our small island. The Children of the Change, they call themselves, and at first they seemed harmless. Recently, however, they have begun raiding the town, coming secretly, taking people from their homes and disappearing into the night.
It soon became clear that the priests were taking the townspeople and using them to increase their ranks.
All our soldiers, guards, and defenses proved useless against the mystic powers wielded by the priests. With no way to defend ourselves, my people are forced to lock their doors and hope the priests pass them by. But this is not the worst of it. The priests have stolen my only child, Andrea. And this is why I have made the sacrifices necessary to call one such as yourself.
Why resurrect me? What do I have to do with all of this?
My summoning was exact and specific. The price Tendrick paid for it, quite dear. You have no memory now, but in another age you were once a mighty warrior and powerful in the mystic arts. We need one such as yourself to go against the cult and recover Tendrick's daughter.
I remember nothing of any past existence. If indeed I am what you say, I have no recollection of any of it.
You will relearn all you have forgotten. In time, you will have full recollection of your old skills, and you may even recall dim memories of your past life.
Why should I help you?
We have rescued you from one of the deeper pits of Ansarak, Revenant. I would expect some gratitude at least for that.
Rescued? I did not ask to be rescued, wizard.
No, you did not. But it is of no consequence. A Revenant is forced to obey his master. It is part of the spell laid upon him during the summoning.
You want me to lead your armies into battle against the priests and creatures?
Not exactly. What is left of my guards must stay here and protect the town while you seek my daughter.
You wish me to take them on alone? What kind of numbers does this cult boast?
Well, our estimates...
How many?
Well into the hundreds, not including the creatures who fight for them.
Hundreds? I may owe you for my life, but This is suicide.
I trust you will find a way. The compulsion of the spell is quite strong. You really have no choice.
I suppose I have no choice but to take on your quest for now. At least until I figure out who I am.
Correction. Who you were. Your old life is gone, and seeking out old memories will only bring you pain and regret. You would do well to concern yourself only with your task, Revenant. Take these. You will find that combined properly, these talismans can create powerful spells. You may also take this scroll, which explains the art of spell-making in detail.
Here is some basic armor and a sword. I fear I'm undermanned and short on supplies, so I can offer you nothing more. You must visit Zhong, our resident combat trainer in town. He is the only one who can help you relearn your lost fighting skills.
How dare you defy us! This outrage has awakened the wrath of our Lord Yakoro! As for you, Revenant, I will send you back from where you came!
It appears we have selected the right man for the job.
How did he get past my guards?
I wonder, was that not the same guard who was guarding your daughter on the night of her capture?
By the gods, you're right! Have Ran taken to the dungeon immediately!
I will see to it personally.
Locke, you have shown us already that we have chosen wisely. You must find my daughter and return her to me safely. You're compelled by the summoning spell, I know, but I beg of you, find her, please.
Your daughter is nothing to me, as are both of you. But this spell is strong, and I must obey you. All I ask is that I am free to do as I please once my task is complete.
Agreed.
Return here if you are having troubles. You will find me to be an invaluable resource.
have nothing to say to the walking dead.
You have two choices. Either answer my questions or watch your intestines spill all over the floor. Which would you prefer?
All right, ask me whatever you need.
Tell me about Misthaven.
Misthaven was a thriving port town until the cult arrived. There are very few people left in Misthaven these days. Of those that were not taken by the priests, most have sailed off for safer lands. The rest just stay locked up in their houses all day. The shops are still pretty well stocked. Thank the gods the cult has not gotten to the shipping trade yet.
What do you know about this cult?
They've taken over half the residents of Misthaven and poisoned their minds, brainwashing them into joining the cult. Then they use our own people against us. It is terrible. Rumor has it they follow a priest named Yagoro, but I have never heard that name before. Perhaps Geralt would know.
I need nothing further from you. I will let you live for now. I have some questions I need answered.
You want answers, you need to talk to Geralt in the library. But I've been given orders to cooperate with you, so I will answer what I can.
What can you tell me about Tendrick?
My life is his to do with as he pleases. It saddens me to see how the children of the Change have all but destroyed him. Andrea was everything to him.
What can you tell me about Sardok?
The old wizard, he showed up shortly after the priests did. He says he came to help us against them. Personally, he gives me the creeps, but Tendrick seems to trust him.
What can you tell me about Tendrick's daughter, Andrea?
Andrea is not like the others around here. I have heard she can read the ancient language and use magic. Beyond that, she is kind, beautiful, gentle, and loved by everybody here in town. My hope is that she's still among the living. The sky would be less bright should her fire be extinguished.
What can you tell me about Tendrick's daughter, Andrea?
Andrea is not like the others around here. I have heard she can read the ancient language and use magic. Beyond that, she is kind, beautiful, gentle, and loved by everybody here in town. My hope is that she's still among the living. The sky would be less bright should her fire be extinguished.
What can you tell me about Tendrick's daughter, Andrea?
Andrea is not like the others around here. I have heard she can read the ancient language and use magic. Beyond that, she is kind, beautiful, gentle, and loved by everybody here in town. My hope is that she's still among the living. The sky would be less bright should her fire be extinguished.
That is all I need to know right now.
Fine, then.
Oh, if it's not our undead savior, what can I do for you?
I have some questions.
I'm not the guy to talk to. If it's answers you're looking for, talk to Sardok or Geralt.
You must find my daughter and return her to me safely.
I have a few questions before I go.
Ask away, my Revenant. I will do whatever I can to assist you.
Where am I supposed to go?
You need to cross to Eastern Aquilon. The only way there is through the caves, and as far as I know, getting to the caves can be an arduous task in its own right. You will probably want to explore the town and forest first.
Could you explain the magic system to me again?
Of course. You must combine talismans to form spells. Just refer to the scroll I gave you if you're having troubles.
Is there anyone in particular I should be talking to?
Geralt, the librarian, can help you with any historical information you might require. Jong, the combat master, will be essential if you hope to remember your fighting skills. Finally, you may want to visit the tavern. Most rumors find their way there eventually.
Thank you, Sardok. I have enough information to get started.
Of course. Return here any time.
So they actually enlisted a corpse to do the dirty work. How does it feel to be dead? Perhaps you can answer that question after I have ripped your heart out and shown it to you, little man. Strong words. But words alone do not make you strong enough to fight the power of the children. So they actually enlisted a corpse to do the dirty work. How does it feel to be dead? It feels like the touch of icy steel as it cuts across a foolish man's throat. Strong words! But words alone do not make you strong enough to fight the power of the children! So they actually enlisted a corpse to do the dirty work. How does it feel to be dead? The fires of Ansarak lick at one's toes and turn one's breath to ashes. Strong words! But words alone do not make you strong enough to fight the power of the children!
It's a damn shame they threw Rand in here.
Who is Rand?
Rand is one of my fellow castle guards. They threw him in here for failure to perform his duties. Rand's been with Tendrick since the beginning. He's a good man. I can't believe he was at fault. Wrong place at the wrong time, I say.
You do not believe Rand deserves to be executed?
You can't blame Rand for what happened. None of us are any match against those priests. I could see punishing him, but to execute him, that's not right.
He let the girl be captured and allowed an assassin into your warlord's chamber. Sounds to me like he's a waste of space.
Well, it sounds to me like you left any sense of compassion you had back in hell.
I cannot remember what it was to feel compassion, but perhaps I was too harsh in my judgment.
Perhaps there is some hope for you, Ghost Man. I have nothing more to say to you. I have nothing more to say to you.
Please, you have to tell them to stay the execution.
Stay it? I should perform it. You are a coward. You failed your master.
It wasn't my fault. All of my training was useless against the priest's magic.
Tell me what you know about the priests.
I don't know anything.
You have had close contact with them twice and know nothing?
You must believe me.
What reason do I have to trust you?
In the name of all that is good, I tell you, I could do nothing against the priests. They appear out of nowhere, and before you can react, they are on you. They are able enough fighters, but their insidious magic is where their true power lies.
Where do they come from?
No one knows where they came from. Most of their members are inhabitants of Misthaven whom they have converted to their cause with control magic. Some, I guess, came from Rugard or some of the other Western nations.
Where do they come from?
No one knows where they came from. Most of their members are inhabitants of Misthaven whom they have converted to their cause with control magic. Some, I guess, came from Rugard or some of the other Western nations.
How do I find these children of the change?
Well, the local rumors say that the children operate mostly out of the eastern side of the island, in the old ruins. The mountains are impassable. The only route there lies through the caves. Many have tried that path only to be lost without a trace.
The monk that attacked me said something about a Yagoro?
As far as I know, Yagoro is the god they worship. I had never heard the name before until the cult started showing up.
It seems you know more than you were letting on. Do you have anything more to add?
I am only repeating things I have heard through rumor and hearsay. I am not working with the priest.
Getting information from them later might prove difficult.
No, wait. You have to talk to Tendrick. You must stop the execution. Please, I don't want to die. Please!
Is this what men are like in this age? Begging for their lives like blubbering children? Execution may be a bit harsh. I will talk to them for you.
You will? Oh, thank you, kind sir. You will not be sorry. Please convince them to spare me. You must!
I will do what I can, but I am not promising anything.
I have to believe you can convince them to spare me. My life is in your hands now.
What have you learned from Rand?
Rand seems innocent to me. Perhaps you should stay the execution.
I too find it hard to believe one of my men failed me. Perhaps a month in the dungeon is more appropriate.
The guard, Rand, must be executed for failure to perform his duties, putting not only Tendrick's life, but also that of his daughter Andrea's at risk.
Rand has been with me since the beginning. Besides, I cannot afford to lose any more men.
These are critical times, Tendrick. The guards fear the cult, and an example must be made. They must be forced to realize that incompetence will not be tolerated. Was that all, Locke?
There is something else. It seems they are operating out of the eastern side of the island.
Yes, I have heard that as well.
The ruins of the ancient temples there would make the perfect base of operations for the cult. The only way to eastern Aquilon is through the caves.
Caves?
Yes, there is a massive labyrinth of caves that separates western Aquilon from eastern Aquilon. If you want to get to the ruins, you have to travel through those caves. The overland route is impassable. There are no ports on the eastern side.
Was there anything else, Locke?
They follow the bidding of a god by the name of Yogoro.
Yogoro is no god.
What?
Yogoro is a mad priest. I met him many years ago on the mainland. He was spouting some nonsense about questing for an ultimate power known as the Nakronoth.
Nakronoth?
Is it possible this priest has found this Nakronoth? That would explain the sudden rise of the cult and their power.
Although it is not very likely such an item exists, the evidence is certainly compelling.
Interesting. What else did you discover?
Rand seems innocent to me. Perhaps you should stay the execution.
I too find it hard to believe one of my men failed me. Perhaps a month in the dungeon is more appropriate.
The guard, Rand, must be executed for failure to perform his duties, putting not only Tendrick's life, but also that of his daughter Andrea's at risk.
Rand has been with me since the beginning. Besides, I cannot afford to lose any more men.
These are critical times, Tendrick. The guards fear the cult, and an example must be made. They must be forced to realize that incompetence will not be tolerated. Was that all, Locke?
That is all I have to say.
Fine. We shall execute Rand at once.
Sartok, wait! It goes against everything I have ever stood for.
There is no other way to get the men to fight this threat. It is the only way.
I will trust your decision, Sartok. I will execute the guard Rand for incompetence. gods forgive us. With the execution.
Let this be a lesson to you all. Those who follow Yagoro threaten our very existence. Any man who does not fight the cult until his dying breath will be considered an enemy of Misthaven. You may leave the castle now and begin your quest. If indeed the cult is located on eastern Aquilon, you will need to find passage into the caves to get there. If you find out any new information, please come back and report to me. Good luck.
So they actually enlisted a corpse to do the dirty work. How does it feel to be dead? The fires of Ansarak lick at one's toes and turn one's breath to ashes. Strong words! But words alone do not make you strong enough to fight the power of the children!
I have nothing more to say to you.
Have you any more information on my daughter?
Not yet, I may fear.
Then what are you waiting around here for? Pardon my impatience, but I cannot bear to imagine what the cult has done with her.
If she lives, I will find her.
I have no choice but to trust you. You are my only hope.
Return here if you are having troubles. You will find me to be an invaluable resource.
Cronus is our armor smith. He has quite a background in military history. I hear he's working on some special armor since you showed up. I can't wait to see what he comes up with.
A stranger in Misthaven. Has a trade ship arrived? Oh, you must be the Revenant. I shall not judge you, lest I be judged myself. I realized you weren't given a choice in the matter, so I cannot fault you either. I can only pray that the gods forgive us for raising you from the dead. Perhaps if you can save this town, it will mean the salvation of your soul.
I appreciate your sentiments.
You must be the Revenant. Tendrick told us you'd be coming. I was told to cooperate with you, so what do you need?
Tendrick told you they resurrected me?
Yeah, there was a town meeting a few days ago. Tendrick and Sardok unveiled their plan to deal with the cult. Needless to say, we were less than pleased that a soul rescued from hell would be our champion.
You do not trust Tendrick's judgment?
There was a time when I would never doubt a word that came out of Tendrick's mouth. Ever since Sardok showed up, though.
Go on.
And risk my life by execution? Ha! They said I had to cooperate with you, but implicating Sardok is a death wish. Good day, sir. They said I had to cooperate with you, but implicating Sardok is a death wish. Good day, sir.
Are you the combat master, Jong?
I am.
I am called Locke.
Of course you are.
I was sent here by Sardok and Tendrick to relearn my combat skills.
Relearn. Draw your sword. Ooh, I never thought I would see that stance again. You hold your sword in the style of the ancients. It is a lost combat style. I am well versed in the combat techniques of the ancients. Perhaps I will be able to train you. Here is how it works. I will give you a certain number of combat maneuvers you must learn. You can practice them on that dummy over there until you feel you have mastered them. Once you feel comfortable with the basics, you can head out into the forest to hunt for creatures. The more field combat you get, the more powerful your attacks will become.
I understand.
I'm not finished yet.
My apologies, Sensei. Please continue.
Return here often, especially after you have seen a good deal of combat. I will teach you new attack moves if I feel you are ready to handle them. The more creatures you kill, the more moves you can learn. Is all this clear?
When do we start?
I will now teach you a new technique. Pay close attention to my commands until you feel you have mastered the attack.
What?
Good work, Locke. You should have enough knowledge to survive out there. Come back and check in with me every once in a while.
Thank you, John. I will return when I have increased my skills.
Welcome to my shop. Here you will find the finest assortments of goods, potions, and even the occasional magical item.
Let us take a look at what you have.
A fine choice. Thank you kindly. Make sure you come back every once in a while. New items arrive by ship all the time. It was a pleasure doing business with you.
Come inside and be healed, my child. My herbs and potions will make you feel good.
All right. What exactly are you selling?
As you wish, my child. Return here any time you feel the need.
You must be Geralt.
Yes, you look familiar. Have I met you somewhere before?
Not unless you have been in the deeper hells recently.
What? Oh, I see. You must be the Revenant Sardoc has brought back to go up against the Children of the Change.
That is correct.
You are called Locke, aren't you?
How did you know that?
It is the name given to all the Revenants. It means once living.
I understand what I am.
Yes, and what you are is not going to make you many friends in Misthaven. You won't find the citizens here very friendly. They weren't pleased to learn that a man that's been dead for thousands of years is the one they have to depend on to save them from the cult.
And you?
Oh, I'm an historian. I was hoping you could tell me about what life was like during her first existence.
I am afraid I do not remember very much.
Of course, it will come back to you in time. Now, what can I do for you?
What can you tell me about the history of this island?
Oh, I could go on for hours, but I think I would bore you. It is better to learn from books. The history of Aquilon is available in the bookcases in this library.
I need to travel to the caves. How would I do that?
The caves? Certainly not an easy task. The caves are blocked off by a gateway. To even get there, you will need to travel through the forest, which is very dangerous these days. Even then, you still have the Ogrok to deal with. They have built their village around the cave entrance.
Sounds like a challenge to me. Where should I start?
Well, there is this hermit that lives outside of town in a little shack. He has lived on this island since my great-grandfather arrived here over 200 years ago. If anyone knows how to get into those caves, it'll be him. Be warned, though, I fear he's slightly mad.
That is all for now. I will be back later.
Of course, if you need any further help, please come and see me. I'm not only an expert in Aquilon history, but also items and artifacts.
You've come for a weapon? My handcrafted weaponry is the finest in all of Ur.
This is my kind of place. Show me what you have available.
I trust you will put my weapons to good use. I am working on a few special items, so check back with me later. Bloodstains had best be on that weapon when we next meet.
You're crazy to be wandering around the forest these days. Good way to get yourself killed, if you ask me.
Excuse me, I was...
Shh! Quiet! Listen to me closely. Out in the forest, several trees have knotted holes in them. On occasion, you can find food or treasures hidden inside them.
How did you find this out?
I was robbed by some droog a few weeks ago. I followed them into the forest and watched them hide their loot in the tree trunks. After a little investigation, I found out they've hidden stuff all over the forest.
So why have you not gone and taken it for yourself?
Are you mad? There are Ograk, Arachna, and even lurkers out there. You can get yourself killed if you leave your house these days.
Why are you telling me this?
I'm getting off this accursed island on the next boat. I'm certainly not going to risk my neck out in those woods. But since I'm leaving anyway, it would be a waste if nobody found all that treasure. Why let the droog have it?
Well, thanks for the tip.
No problem. Remember, it's a secret.
This is the armor shop. My craftings are as durable as they are unique.
I could use new armor. Let us see what you have available.
Be sure and stop back often to check for new armor sets. I hope to see you again soon.
I once caught a baby droog. I tried to make it my pet, may be cute, but it refused to be little. They sure are dumb. So I had to let it go in the forest. I once caught a baby droog. I tried to make it my pet, but it refused to be litter trained. So I had to let it go in the forest. Those droog may be cute, but they sure are dumb.
Can I help you, son?
What can you tell me about this town?
Misthaven was a great place to live before the cult showed up. Tendrick kept things running pretty smoothly. These days, it's more like a ghost town around here.
Who is that woman dancing over there?
That's Kylie. She's the entertainment around here. Keep your hands off her, and I won't have to break your arms.
What do you know about the cult?
I know they've all but destroyed my business. The population of this town has dropped sharply since their arrival. Oh, if I was 20 years younger, I'd go out there myself and take 'em on.
I am going going to look around a bit.
Normally, I don't allow non-drinking customers in here, but in your case, I'll make an exception.
Rubel! More ale!
You've been having enough for one night there.
What?
I'm cutting you off.
I see. You're against me too. Seems like everybody's got something against me lately.
What seems to be the trouble?
Who are you?
I am called Locke.
Well, nice to meet you, Locke. You know, I'm not normally like this.
Oh, no?
It all started a few months back. A woman strolled into town by the name of Harrowin.
Let me guess, she broke your heart.
Ugh, I spent my life savings to buy her the most expensive engagement ring in the land. Then she stole the ring from my home and ran off into the forest.
Sounds like you have been conned.
Exactly. I went after her, but she locked herself up inside the ancient tower.
I do not suppose you would know how I could enter the caves.
Caves? Why on earth would you want to go there?
I have my reasons.
Well, I do know that the Ogrog village is around there. I think I may have an idea about how to get into the village.
Kill the Agrak that live there?
There's way too many of them. An army of men will be hard-pressed to take them on.
So, what is this idea?
My great-grandfather was known as Sohail the Ogrok Slayer. He once told me about an amulet that he stole from the Ogrok during a raid on their village.
An amulet?
Yeah, the amulet of Rogos, if my memory serves me correctly. If you had that as trade, the Ogrok might let you pass through their village.
Excellent. Where can I find the amulet?
The amulet is on Arachna Island, which is on the southeast coast of Aquilon.
So, how can I get there?
You can't exactly swim it, but I do have a boat.
Then you will take me to Arachna Island.
Sure. Yeah, on one condition. I needs me money back to survive. You must get the ring back from Harry.
I get the ring back and you get me to Arachna Island. Is that the deal?
Yeah, that's right. So, we have a deal. The ring for passage to Arachna Island.
Deal.
Oh, excellent. I'll wait for you at my house then. It's the one by the docks.
Excuse me. I was wondering if...
You must be new around here.
Yes, I guess you could say that.
I like new things. What can I do for you, handsome?
I am looking for information.
Well, I probably don't have the type of information you are searching for, unless you are looking for a good time. Do you like my dancing? Gus tells me I am the best.
You show a grace and beauty I have not seen in 10,000 years.
Oh, you sure know how to flatter a girl. I will see you later, sweetie.
Greetings, Revenant.
Greetings.
I am Bane Van Gellen. Some call me Iron Hand.
I am called Loch de Averum.
So, you're the Revenant that's going to save this blighted island, eh?
That is what they tell me.
I came to this island in hopes they would hire me for the job, but it seems as though you were handpicked.
I was not given much choice in the matter.
Aye, but I imagine it beats being in hell.
Good point.
Perhaps sometime in the future, you could consider bringing me along on one of your quests. I'm not much for the magic arts, but I can split an Argrok skull with one swing of my axe.
I could use some help. Would you like to join me?
It is a gracious offer, but I have other business to attend to right now. Perhaps someday in the future we will have the opportunity to fight side by side.
I look forward to it.
The cult is everywhere these days. They could have taken this town out months ago. I wonder what they're waiting for.
Welcome to Misthaven. This town is relatively safe, but the rest of Aquilon is very dangerous. Please be careful if you decide to leave town.
You must be locked.
Word travels fast around here.
Some of us trust that Tendrick knew what he was doing by bringing you here.
Your words are appreciated. I thank you.
You must be locked.
Word travels fast around here.
Some of us trust that Tendrick knew what he was doing by bringing you here.
Your words are appreciated. I thank you.
Gina owns the weapon shop. Her weapons are excellent, but there must be better ones out there. Wherever you may travel, make sure and search everywhere. You never know what you might find.
Have you heard about Tendrick's daughter? The priests of the cult kidnapped her from a bedroom. No one is safe on this godforsaken island.